Hey, smart people. I have a 3-month one-on-one personal or business coaching program. As you all know, I paid off $50,000 in debt in 1 year. I will teach you how I stayed out of debt using my burner method and personalized spreadsheet I created to fit my lifestyle and keep me on track. You will learn how to understand your money communication style using my financial treatment plan. Also, if you own a small business and you feel stuck with cash flow or feel disorganized, I teach business owners and self-employed entrepreneurs such as yourself to financially maximize your money, build wealth using your business income, and retire working on the business while your business continues to run, such as myself. You can book a call with me. The link is in the show notes.
6 years ago, my wife took nothing but an ideal and faith and turned it into a multi-million-dollar business with multiple streams of income. As a woman possessed, she overcame all obstacles and created multiple streams of wealth that has impacted our family for generations to come. From mental health professional to therapist to author to CEO, she is a constant reminder of the grace of God over her life. Get ready to listen to and take notes from Stenell, the money therapist, as she schools you on money, entrepreneurship, and life skills that was not taught. No more excuses. Wake up!
Thank you for that fabulous introduction, husband. Welcome back to No More Excuses, Wake Up, where we talk about money, entrepreneurship, and life skills that was not taught. I am your host, Stenell Myers, also known as Stenell, the money therapist. This week, we are discussing entrepreneurship with guest Roxana Blair, all the way from the UK, London, baby. Roxana Blair helps mothers start and scale their business online via her signature Accountability Accelerator program. This helps them get financially empowered without getting lost in the online noise and without being online 24/7. Some of Roxana's highlights are: don't look at the limitations, look at the possibilities. She also said it's not about the amount of money, it's about the transformation. Welcome, Roxana Blair, all the way from the UK. So I have Roxana in the building. Roxana from the UK. How you doing?
I'm doing very, very good. Straight out of London. Hi.
I am happy you are my first guest from the UK. And so I wanted to wait until we actually were taping because my daughter's in London right now. So she's in a Rutgers program. She goes to Rutgers College and from New Brunswick, but she's in a acting program. And a part of the acting program is they go to London for a year. But because of the pandemic, she only had 6 months in London. And so we're all going to London, myself, my husband, all my kids. We're going to London in December to see her in her last play.
Oh, wow. We need to meet up. We need to say hi, shake hands.
Yes. So even my daughter, well, I call her other mother, my daughter, her brother mom. That's a long story. She's coming. Girl, we are blended. She's coming with us. And she's been in London before. She said, I was born to live in London. So when we told her, she jumped all over it. She's making up the itinerary. I don't even know where we're going, but wherever we're going, we fly in there. I couldn't even tell you. So I'm excited. So I definitely would like to meet you in person if I can.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm so excited for you.
That's why I waited till we got on tape.
Yes. We really need to meet. I've done like a couple of podcast interviews already with ladies from the US. And then, afterwards, you really get to know somebody. And I was like, oh, when you come, we really need to meet. But you just never know how long it will be, especially with this pandemic, till we can all travel freely again.
Well, that's far. London is far.
I know.
9 hours.
Yeah, but in comparison for me, where I'm from, Amsterdam is just 1 hour. And now I live in London. So if my family needs to come, it's like 1 hour flight. even 50 minutes. But if I want to go somewhere else, then it's like 6 hours, 9 hours, whatever, how many hours.
Yeah. So that gets me into, you are originally from Amsterdam.
Yes.
Okay, not London.
Exactly. Born and raised in Amsterdam.
So Amsterdam is an hour away from London.
Yeah, less than.
Less than?
The difference is really, I would say the people here is way more diverse than Amsterdam, even though Amsterdam is quite diverse, quite international as well. But a lot of things there, you need to speak the Dutch language because we speak Dutch over there, but we speak English from like primary school. So a lot of the Dutch people, a lot of people from Holland, they speak English pretty well. All tourists, we automatically go to English. But if you live there and work there, it's pretty much, you're not going to get far if you don't speak the language, unless you do like an expat or something like that role. But if you do like a normal role, then it's really hard to develop yourself without having the proper knowledge of the Dutch language. And it's pretty difficult. It's not a language that you just, easily learn. Because of that, well, that's one of the reasons. I'm married to a Ghanaian man, and he speaks Dutch, but he's had to learn it because when he came there, he has had to learn it.
He's what? What is he?
From Ghana. From Ghana.
Oh, so he's from Ghana.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
So
you were born speaking Dutch? You were born speaking Dutch?
I was born, yeah.
Wow.
Like people a lot of times are like, they hear me like, where are you from? Like even here they're like they can't place me because they don't know where I'm from. But I was born and raised in Amsterdam. But my parents, history, slavery and all that, they are from South America. It's Suriname. It's like next to Brazil, Venezuela. I'm from that region originally, but that's like way back, years back. But then they've moved to Europe, after slavery ended, after colonization ended and all of that. Then they came to live in Holland, live in Amsterdam. So that's why I was born there. This is why my husband probably thought I was from Ghana.
Oh.
We look like them a lot.
Oh.
But we are born in Amsterdam, raised in Amsterdam, speak Dutch and everything.
Thank you for that introduction of who you are and where you were born. That's really good. So you have a 7-year-old daughter, and you help mothers start their own business, their own online business.
Yes.
So let's get into that, because when I saw your information, I was like, wow, I didn't even really know you were from the UK. It was just your story that you were helping mothers. It was the mother part that got me. So tell us what you do.
I've been working in corporate for like the last, 13 years or so. But I've always known that corporate is not going to save you, and it's not good to depend on only one thing. I don't mind having like a side hustle, doing something on the side, doing something extra. And because I was doing that, and during the pandemic, I pivoted to coaching. There were so many people, and I was surprised, literally with online, you don't know who's watching you, approached me like, okay, how do you do it? And when do you do it? When do you have the time? I don't have the time. And, and for me, it's the same. I'm working still. I have a child and I have a husband, and you need to give everybody attention. But I believe that when it's something that you really want to do, you find the time. That's when I started talking to a lot of mothers, because they wanted to see, okay, is it possible for them? I was like, okay, maybe I need to do something with it, because people keep approaching me with the same questions.
Wow.
I was like, okay, let me just see if I can put this in like a real format, in a methodology, in a strategy, instead of just randomly DMing with people. So it was really, that's how I started, and how I really got to focus on mothers. I think because I am a mother, I know like the struggles we have. Life goes on. Kids are they always need your attention. But I think when you really get into it, you'll start to see that, hey, even if you have kids, if you have younger kids, that yes, they need your attention, but they also need structure. They also need to have boundaries. So it's not like you can't do anything because you have kids, because that's just not true.
Okay, so you help mothers start their own online business. Is it their own? It's through your signature accountability accelerator program. So is it
Yes.
any kind of business, or is it a business with finances?
No, it's any, well, I would not say any kind. I would say mainly service-based businesses.
Okay.
Because and I would also say I work with authors as well. They somehow come to me as well. People who have written a book or starting to write a book and now trying to promote it and get it out there. But that's what I do majority. So people who want to start either coaching or some form of teaching and writing, but not like and also online shops, because I've had 3 ladies who've already started their online shops while working with me, but I don't have like people who are like selling on the, in like a physical store or anything. So that's why I
Okay.
say it's mainly service based.
So once you meet them, the word of mouth is something big. So once you meet them and you help them, what are you actually walking them through in your program?
We start with mindset, because I really believe that everything just starts successfully or fails because of the right mindset or the lack of. Usually, when it comes to mothers, a lot of mothers that I work with, it's getting them out of the mindset that, oh, I have so many limitations because I am a mother. Why don't you see what you can do instead of focusing what you cannot do? And because I've had to grow into that myself, in the beginning, especially in the online world, you think, oh yeah, but this person is doing that, that person is doing that. The comparison is just, you need to let it go. You cannot compare yourself to like a whole bunch of people who are not at the same lifestyle or the same level as you, because like for me, I cannot learn or I cannot do the same things as somebody who is like 12 years old, no kids, free life, no,
You just help mothers, help them with their online business. You give them direction.
Yes,
Mothers.
but mothers, yeah.
Okay.
It can be single mothers or married moms.
Right, but mothers, not not women without children.
I'm not focused on them. If they were to come to me and they had questions or something they wanted to work with me, of course I would see if I will be able to help them. To be honest, the people that come to me, they are all mothers. That's why my audience has grown and really focused on motherhood. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm not really focused on people who are not yet
mothers. Okay.
Yeah, if they do want to really, or if they see that it's helpful for them, because of course it's helpful for everybody, but because I know the struggles we have as mothers wanting to build a business
Yes.
with babies running around,
Yes.
that my program is just more tailored on that, and all the modules that I have, they're tailored on, being able to do things in short amount of time. So you don't need to sit and read one module for like 10 hours, because usually we don't have 10 hours in one go. You need to be able to do things in a limited amount of time. You need to be able to really work in short spaces of time and still get the right knowledge, get the right techniques, get the right systems. What do you need to do? Okay, I'm focusing on mindset. What do I need to do to get to the next level? Next thing, I'm focusing on sales, or I'm focusing on marketing. Then I'm focusing on customers. What do I need to do to get on the right track? Instead of like, okay, today I'm going to sit down and I'm going to read for like 3 hours. It doesn't work.
I like that. So what you do is you itemize exactly what they need, so that way they can have something and be on track, because as a mother, they're already here, there, they're doing what we call spaghetti. So they're doing washing clothes, doing the paper, cooking dinner, making sure homework is done. Call that the spaghetti syndrome. So what you're doing is you're aligning everything together so they can be able to focus. I love that. That's smart. I like that.
Because that's the only, not the only, I would not say the only, but I think that's the way that it works for me. Because I know that, okay, if I can spend 20 minutes of focused, dedicated time, I know I can get it done. But if it takes me like an hour at least to do something, I need to like, okay, when am I gonna find an hour? Yeah, I just break it down.
Break it down.
What needs to happen really? What is the critical thing that needs to happen, instead of starting with a whole to-do list of like 500 things? You're not gonna get it done if you start like that.
I like that. I remember it reminds me when I went to this church, and this a lady, what we call her, Lady D. She said, try to do something in 3 minutes. What can you do in 3 minutes? You can put a load of laundry in for 3 minutes. You can at least get the food out the prep. Like, what can you do in a 3-minute time span to get things started? And that always stuck with me.
Yeah, that's so true, because the more you can condense things, you will see that you will start to work more efficiently. Because if you plan for something to take an hour, it will take an hour. But if you plan for something to take 20 minutes or 10 minutes, 5 minutes, that's the time it will take. Your brain automatically adjusts to whatever time frame you give it. So, and if you don't think you can do it in like a short amount of time, your brain will not find ways to do it in that short amount of time, because it thinks, okay, well, I have 2 hours. So first, let's go and scroll and see what we can see online. Then let's just see around the house, okay, what needs to be cleaned today? It doesn't work.
You're right, because sometimes I say this email only going to take me 5 minutes, and my brain, it took me an hour to do one email. Like one email, really? So you're right. You do. You are the author of your thoughts and your time and what you do in that time frame, right? So when that hour that I'm doing the email, I need to I know what my problem is when I'm doing that is basically me focusing on other things instead of just focus on doing that one thing. So yeah.
Distractions. Yeah, distractions is so, it's so normal, it's so natural, but that's the main thing. We need to learn to focus, because distractions will just take you out of line and it will throw you off so much. And they've even proven it. I don't remember the name of the study, that once you get distracted from a task, like you were writing an email, but now you're distracted because, I don't know, you saw something online or kids or whatever, it takes you another 23 or 25 minutes to get back in full focus.
Not me. It take me 24 hours. I'm like, I did send that text. Why is this text still sitting here? The email, I didn't hit send. I do that all the time. It takes me a whole 24 hours. Really. Or you know how you get a text? And I have to process everything. I'll read the text, and in my mind, I'm going to respond. But me processing takes so long. I don't respond to the next day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I meant to respond right away. I'm my own distraction.
Oh my goodness. It takes 24 hours. You need to just stop and write down what is the priority of the day. Just one thing. So write it down. No matter what, if this gets done, my day is successful.
You know what I find really, really helpful? And I have my daughter doing this, my phone. So I put in, not reminders, I set timers. And exactly what, if it's an appointment, I set the timer a half hour before. Like our meeting today for the show, I have it in there a half hour before. I set everything is a timer, like not just waking up. So that bad boy beeping all the time. But that's the way. I'm telling you, I had such a productive day because I did that today. I try not to set the snooze so many times because it'll get lost and then you forget what you were doing. So I really did good today. I did good today because the timers, it helps. It helps a lot.
It really does. It really does. I hear a lot of people working with that. They even say like, yeah, if you set your timer, after that time is gone, stop. No matter, how far you are within the task, hopefully you're finished, but you need to stop because you need to train yourself to just get things done within a certain amount of time.
Yes.
And if you don't, then you will just like have no schedule, no productivity at all. So I really believe that timing is everything.
When you help your women with the mothers with their program, and you said that you help them, you said this helped them get financially empowered without getting lost in the online noise and without being online 24/7. When you say financially empower them, what could you expound on that?
What it is with starting your own online business, it can easily flow through having just another hobby or an expensive hobby. And I think when you really want to call it a business, you really need to assess things. You need to track things. How far are you? What are you going to do? What is the plan? What is the goal? What are you planning to do between now and 2 months, 3 months, 6 months? When you are working like that, then you will be able to make money from your online business. Otherwise, you can enjoy it, but it's just a hobby. And when you start to make money from it, then you'll see, oh, wow, I can do this. Oh, wow, I have this, somebody's paying me to deliver their service or whatever they want to take from you. Because if you're just doing it and you're not getting anything, yes, money isn't everything, but it is very important. And if you are going to spend time away from your kids or your family, usually you will want to have something in return. And I find that when people work with you and they don't pay you, they don't appreciate it that much and they don't put in the effort.
Yes.
So I think it's really important for women in general, but mothers especially, to really look at how can I monetize what I'm good at, what I'm already good at. How can I monetize that instead of, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be nice, but I think after a couple of months, you're going to be like, okay, the fun is now out of it. So I need to do something with my time that's more effective or efficient.
And time is money. And
Yeah.
when we have the lights on, this time is money. I
Exactly.
recently did an episode, and it was basically explaining there's a difference between being self-employed and a business owner. Understanding the difference so you can master the concept, because a lot of people think that, oh, I have a business, and you do. Also, there's a part that you're self-employed, as well. Like I have different businesses, because businesses, I have employees. But when it comes to me helping people with their finances, I'm self-employed because there's no employees that is attached to that. That's all about me. And then some people, once they get to understand that difference and know that there's a difference with the IRS and how they see you and entities and all of that, then you can say, okay, this is how I train people. Okay, now I can go and I want to do this on this level, or I want to do it on this level because I know exactly what it is. A lot of businesses fail because they don't know if they're an employee, if they're self-employed, or if they're business, and they fail because they're saying I can work better than my boss, but not understanding the whole concept of the things that their boss did to actually do it. So I'm glad that you're having these conversations, because they're important, because that's how people fail when they don't understand.
Yeah, and I think because when I start, you need to like clarify what it is you actually want to accomplish, because it's fine if you want to do this for fun, but how long is it going to be fun? And I think most of the women I work with, they're like, okay, well, I do want to do this to either get out of my 9 to 5, or I want to do this to get like such an amount of extra income. You need to start to look at yourself as the business owner that you want to be. And your business cannot just be solely dependent on you. Like you have to start thinking on a more strategic level. Okay, well, I'm starting to do this now, but hopefully in 3 months or 6 months, I can hire a VA to do ABC. I can hire, you need to start building your business as you see it in the future. Because if you start and think you're always going to do everything, then you will always be only self-employed. And that's fine if you want to be, but I think as mothers, you don't want to always be the one that everybody's depending on for your business to run. Not there, nothing happens.
When you share that with your clients, how do they take that? How do they receive it?
It depends. Because I have some women that are really ambitious, and I know I'm quite ambitious because I see myself, I'm going to be a millionaire. That's not a question. So it depends, because some women, they start with me and they're so like at a level where they cannot see themselves yet as hiring people, because they're thinking of, okay, I just want to make like the first whatever amount. So then it's like, okay, well, let's get to that first amount. But then, okay, let's think a bit further. And then because you work with them every week, then they start to see their own development and their goals start to grow. And that is what I love about coaching. You really start to see your development.
Ain't it good?
It's so good.
Ain't it good? Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. For some people in the beginning, it's a bit scary, but also then they realize, oh yeah, that's why I need a coach, because I need somebody to look at it with a different pair of eyes instead of like me in my own head.
Let me tell you something. I'm a therapist, and I truly believe therapists need therapy.
Yeah.
Right? And I had therapy as a therapist. It's important. Yeah. Not a girlfriend. Like, I was really in therapy because I had issues that I was going through as a therapist, and I can't help my clients if I'm going through stuff. Yeah. But now as a therapist and helping people and moving that into how I help them with their finances, I take the two of mental health and the thought process and money. I married them together. Yeah. Which is Stenell, the money therapist. And I had this client, and we're in our fourth week yesterday, our fourth week. Yeah. And don't you know, in 4 weeks, she paid $3,500. This is her week. She's going to land on this week $3,500 in debt. She was able to see the big picture, but working with me for 4 weeks, she paid $3,500 in debt using my spreadsheet, because now she can see it. Yeah. And she was just like, wow. She was like, wow. So it's a great feeling. Yeah. I don't care what you call yourself. You can call yourself a coach, a therapist. I don't care what you call it. It feels good.
Yeah, because when you can help people really accomplish what they came for. Yeah. It's like, wow. Okay. Oh yeah, you were right. It does work. Yeah.
I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing. What you're doing is really helping them. I like that. So you have a 7-year-old daughter. I see her online. She is so cute. And I see you online, like smiling. And I said, oh my God. And then here she comes. So the confidence is definitely there. And people on your platform need to see that, because if they don't think you're confident, then they're not going to think that they can do it.
You have to believe in yourself first before anybody else will. And that's, I heard that years ago, but I was always like, no, but yeah, I'm good, but I'm fine where I am. But I know what I want to accomplish. And in this world, social media is necessary. I don't mind.
It really is. You sure don't mind. You sure?
No, because I'm really like, as I mentioned it before, I'm like, I use it for my business. I'm not really a person who constantly would be on social media if I didn't have like anything useful to say or to do. I can't be. Yeah, it's just not in me to just, some people just like to be on social media because they like to be on social media. Like I do, but not really for no reason. That's why I train mothers like you can be on social media, but you don't need to be there 24/7. Like really,
that's what I say. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. What you on there 24/7, and you could be making money being on there 24/7.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand. Like some people, they really, it's their what they want to do. It's their entertainment. For me, I do it mainly because for my business, and like I'm not everywhere, and I'm mainly on Instagram, and then I have a Facebook attached to it as well. So, but I'm not like, oh, I need to be everywhere. I need to go on TikTok. I need to go on Facebook, Instagram, and then also, oh wait, Snapchat. Oh wait, hold on. There's also
that's a lot.
It's too much. It's too much. And I want to have a clear mind. I know if my mind is not clear, my energy is just drained by trying to keep up with everything. Like, let me do one thing and let me do it really good. And then,
that was me on YouTube. That's why I honestly let it go, and I only do 10-minute clips now, because that was me. The lighting had to be right. I had to not look down when I'm trying to read and remember stuff, and it was a hot mess. It would take me hours. I'm like, for what? I only got like 100 people. Like, why? Like, why am I doing this? It's not that deep. And so podcasting, I found the love, because you can be looking like anything. Nobody sees you. All they want to hear is the content. They want you keep them engaged. But what you look like does not matter. They can drive, they can shop, they can lay in the bed, they can be in a bathtub, they can go jogging and hear your voice. But that YouTube was draining every part of my soul.
You have to be like on it, like
you got to look cute and all that. Now, see, I can look cute for this for 40 minutes. I can do this. But YouTube, that thing take out. Don't nobody have time for that life. I don't have time for that life.
No, I like in the future, maybe. But for me right now, I'm like, Instagram, I can do a story, 15 seconds, and then I'm online, maybe 4 stories or whatever. But at least people see you every day. But it doesn't cost me like 3 hours to be online or show up. And that's, what's really important for other mothers to understand. It does not cost you 3 hours to be able to be online every day or every other day or whatever. And you need to just really choose where's your power. Like for me, I love doing podcast interviews. I have done a lot. Like my coach is even like, you want to start your podcast. When are you going to start? Is it time?
Oh, so you have done a lot?
I have. And
really?
Like last month and I was moving house and my daughter got sick and this and that. So last month it was really back to back.
That's good, Roxana.
I love it. So I'm thinking of starting my own, but I'm just not there yet. I need to be at the right, mind frame when I see that I'm a bit more.
Lot.
Because that's the thing. When I want to do something, I want to do it to the best of my ability. And right now, I'm like, I just moved house. I'm like, okay, let me do one thing at a time so that I can just focus on it. And then after, I'll do it. But I love podcast interviews because you just really get to know people, you get to speak with different people. You don't have to always think about, you connect with them ahead of time. You already know, okay, what type of platform do you want to be showing up? You don't have to be what you don't want to be. You can just be yourself. So that's why I love podcasting and I love podcasting.
I think you would be a great host.
Thank you. I will let you know if I do start.
If you do, I'm here, girl.
You will be definitely on my.
You are, yeah. I think you would be a good host. You're very engaging, and you care. And confidence is everything. Confidence is everything, and you're wearing that 100%. You are wearing it. So, before I get into asking you these questions, I have one more question. So I see a lot of accelerated. I see a lot of people online that help people with their accelerated program. What do you think stands you out differently from other people that is trying to help doing the same thing?
I think what the main difference is, I am not just focused on this is the amount of money you're gonna make when you work with me.
That's what I was waiting for. I was just waiting for you to say that. You never said that one time. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I've fallen in the trap as well. I've done programs. Yeah, you see, I've done programs like also years ago where I'm thinking, okay, with this program, I'm definitely gonna make 5,000 or 10,000 or whatever amount. So you pay the money, you do the program, and then you're like,
Child, what happened?
So I've noticed that it's not about the amount of money that you're going to be making. It's about the transformation that you want to make. Okay, well, you want to do something. And usually a lot of the women that come to me, they already have an idea of what they want to do, but they just need somebody to help them really put it in a format where it makes sense, where it can make money instead of being there in their head. But now it's not just about the money. It's about, okay, how can I use this and transform my life with it instead of, okay, you're gonna work with me for 3 months and you're gonna make $10,000 and I'm like.
And how do you know that? Because I spend a lot of money. Yeah. One of my, when I tell you a lot of money, I should punch myself in the face. Yeah. For it. You know what I mean? But I did do one coaching program that it was good. And it really helped me. It made me think and gave me the content that I needed to build my coaching business and to build my site. That was good. But that I took one. It was an accelerated, same thing, help you launch and find your niche and all that. That let me tell you, that was BS. It was straight, it was BS. It was BS. Because when I did a little bit more research, the truth of it wasn't even what was inside the modules. It wasn't even there. It was somewhere else. And marketing is everything. You have to market your stuff and you have to pay for it. And a lot of people that's doing this put out there that, you can get organic people. No, they paying for that. You know what I'm saying? They paying for that. And so that was the problem that I personally had with Accelerator program. I kind of shunned against them.
Yeah, and I think, that is the danger when you're starting out. On one hand, you don't want to spend too much money. So I get like a lot of the coaches that say, yeah, you don't have to invest, you don't have to spend money, just start your business in one day and you'll be like, whatever, 10x if you work with me. But I think it just doesn't work like that. I'm really honest. I tell everybody, if you work with me, you do need to invest, because if it's going to be a business, you need to treat it as a business. And I don't think you can start and then just not invest in anything. I'm not saying you have to start out with Facebook ads for $1,000 a month. You don't need to, but you need to invest in something. And like for me, I've had so many programs in the past where I'm like, okay, I'm going to do all this organically, and it does work, but I'm not against ads at all. Right now, I don't do ads because, I don't need them right now, but probably I will do them again, maybe in a year or whatever. I just think you need to think of, okay, what kind of vibe do you want to send with your business? Like you need to have, I think, at least the basics. Even if you don't have like a really fabulous, glamorized website, you need to have something. Your Instagram or your Facebook, whatever platform you want to use, needs to be on point. You need to make sure that you invest in like background email programs like MailChimp or maybe Zoom. You can get a lot of things you can start for free, but if you're growing,
It's a
and I
lot.
think, it's easy to say, oh yeah, you can do everything for free. Yes, you can, but it will only bring you so far. I don't mind spending money on like, oh, I need to have email program. I need to have professional Zoom because I go on Zoom calls. I don't want to be thrown out of there because I have a limited amount of, yeah.
Okay.
So,
I end up paying for it
yeah.
because I
I
had so many meetings. I had no choice. I was
Same.
getting kicked out like,
Yeah.
hurry up. All right, we only got 3 minutes. Hurry
Yeah,
up.
and then
And then let's come back in. Man, I was like, you know what? I'm about to
perfect.
pay y'all this $149
Yeah,
so y'all can leave me alone. And it
exactly.
works wonder because I just did a meeting before you with my staff. It took an hour and a half. I would have had
Yeah.
to, you know how many times we had to come back in?
Log in,
3
log out, log in, log out, log in. I know the struggle. I've had it like in the past, In the beginning, you're like, oh, I can do this for free. I can do this. And yes, you can do it for free, but okay, how far is that going to bring you? Like, if I know I want to be coaching like people all the time, I cannot
Like,
do it.
girl, we got 25 minutes.
Yeah. It's just rude. So I'm like, no, let me just pay. And you have your email there. I mean, basic things. I think you can choose to have your own email address. Of course, you can just use Gmail forever, but I
You
prefer
know
to have.
what? Yes, I noticed that. So I'm a big pet peeve about emails. And so when I'm interviewing people, I'm telling you, when I interview people, it's crazy. Nobody knows this. I never shared this, right? But way back when I first started, I read that you should have a professional email because people take you seriously. I'm
Yeah,
a big pet peeve about it to myself. So when
yeah,
I go on and you do the Google form for me, and I go to email you and say, the reminder email, I look at your emails.
See,
And yours is professional. Yours is professional because it is info@roxanablair.com.
and you
I
think,
do. You think
some
people not looking, but let me tell you, when you have a Gmail or a Yahoo, I be like,
yeah, yeah, it's just it's fine, it works, but it's just about, okay, what do you want to accomplish with this? I'm like, you know what? I do want to go really far with this. So let me pay them their, I don't know, 14 pounds or $14 a month or whatever, instead of, yeah,
yeah.
no.
I know it don't sound, but it don't, somebody else would be like, for real, y'all really talking about emails? But yeah, because it just, it looks better,
Yeah,
it sounds better, it's professional. And then when you see, honestly, the big companies, they have professional emails, they have professional websites. You
yeah,
want to start off as much as you can professionally, and it's not a lot of money to do email. It took me like
exactly.
6 hours to get my other email because I was on the phone with the person and he was walking me through it. But once it
Yeah.
was done, I was cool, I was good, you know.
You don't need to like invest in the highest of highest for everything, but you just need to be realistic.
Right.
Like, if you work with me, I'm very, they say people from Holland, they're very direct, very, but I'm just saying things as they are. Yes, you can do everything for free, but you need to also be clear about what you want to achieve with your business and what you want to show yourself as. Like, for me, I know I want to go pretty far with my business, so I'm not going to use it as just a hobby. And later down the line, I'll probably invest more. But at this stage, this is
At
what I
this,
can invest.
right, and
So
you
this is
teach
what I
them,
do.
right, you teach them to do it on a level of what you have. So when you have, and that, I'm glad you hit that point, because I would run into people that I would say, okay, if we're starting off and you're funding your business yourself, and you're funding it yourself, you want to make sure that you can afford it out of what you're funding, and you're not
Yeah,
taking it out of your mortgage or your rent
yeah,
or you want it on a level, like you said, on a level you are. That's very
yeah.
important. Yeah.
That's the thing. You don't need to start with, okay, I need a website designer, I need a graphic designer, I need a VA, I need a calm down. Let's just start with the basics. What do you actually need? Because I know some people, they will hold themselves back because they think, oh, well, I can't afford to start because I don't have this, and this. Don't hold yourself back. Just start, but start on a level where you can. Like, I mean, I've started this like a year ago, and it's only last month that I've hired a VA. You can see that you do.
And that's what?
Virtual assistant.
A virtual assistant, okay.
Yeah, so she helps me with a lot of like the admin work and stuff like that. Some of the, I'm gonna probably extend it, but I'm just doing that for 4 hours a week.
Okay.
It doesn't cost me that much. So you need to think of, okay, what is really essential? Essential for me was like having like a good email address. Like even my website is not like high skill and all the way perfect, but it's there. And I know I just want to have that domain so that when I'm ready and I'm gonna develop it, I have my domain and nobody else is using roxanablair.com.
That's right.
You need to think further because I think, okay, I'll wait. Yes, you can wait with certain things. Sometimes you can just like buy a domain and not even do anything with it yet. But just if you know you have a certain name or certain specialty, maybe a specialist type of name, logo, whatever, keep it, pay for it. And then when you're ready to really bring it out to the world, then you do that. But at this stage, you have it in your ownership.
Yeah, so, I get it. I have Trudy, we've been together for like 15, 16 years. She is my everything, my backbone. She does all my social media. She does everything that you see. She does it. I'm not a social media person at all. I am not. I'm gonna be very honest. She's the creative person. You always have to hire somebody that is better than you. Yeah. And she has always been better than me. So while I'm over here creating and she's staying on top of me saying, you know, we need this, because I need her to be on top of me because I have so much going on. Over here is my baby. This is my artwork. So I need her. So having somebody that's involved in no social media, because my website, when I met her 15 years ago, it was chopped liver. It was up. It was nothing. It was basic. That's when I wrote my first book. It was basic. That's how I met her. But she just developed so much, you know, because she's younger and, you know, she's out there, her ear out there. You know, me, I don't got time for all that. I'm like, oh, and then when we got into Instagram, I'm like, come on. I'm like, man, don't nobody want to do. I'm just so, you would think I'm really like, I really don't care when it comes to that, but it's so needed, you know, because my mind, I'm just on a whole different level when I'm dealing with my clients, my staff. It's just always something. I don't need social media for that, but I need social media for this. And that's why I need her for that. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't even like it.
It's good to know where your power is.
Yeah.
And focus on where is your power? What's your strength? What are you really good at? And what do you really enjoy doing? And once you can, source all of the other things out, because you don't need to be focusing on things that you just don't like to do. You just don't want to spend your time on doing, because it will take you way longer.
Sure do.
What? Yeah. Somebody to do it and they do it better than you. They're good at it. They enjoy it.
Quick. Yeah. I'll be like, how do you go live? Or I know you'd be like, Lord, I can't. Yes, like little stuff like that. It's and then my 15-year-old, she does all my YouTube. She does all my editing. I tried. I did it. She's so surprised that I do all my editing. Here's the thing. For my podcast, I do everything. I do all my editing. I do everything.
Yeah.
When it comes to my podcast, my daughter like, Mom, you did that. I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh. And then when I was using Canva, before Trudy and I got back working together, when I was using Canva, she said, "You did that?" I was like, "I'm not stupid. I just don't want to
I
do
can't do
it.
it. I don't like to do
I
it.
just
Yeah.
don't like to do it." But I like Canva though. I kind of miss it. But Trudy handles all of that, so I'm happy. I'm happy about that. I asked you, what are 3 things you want people to know about you? You said, why I don't think moms have to choose between their dreams and being a good parent. I like to simplify social media to make it work for you and not against you as a busy mother. And I think everything starts with the right mindset.
Yeah, I started already with mindset, so I'm going to skip that now. But I think what I mentioned in the beginning was why I don't think mothers need to give up their dream or choose between dream or being a good parent.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times it's our environment or the people around us that tell us, oh, you can't do this because you're a mother, or you can't do this because you're busy, or you cannot do this because people give you their limitations. And it's so important as a mother to understand that you are able to do whatever it is you set your mind to, and to realize that your children are even enjoying you more as a parent when they see that you are enjoying your life. Because if you are at a place where you're like, you're not really enjoying your life, you're not really doing what you love to do, and you're becoming resentful, it will come out, because everything is energy, and everything, if you want to or not, it will show. And they will see, well, you're always frustrated, and you're always like, I did this for you, I did this for you, I did this. Well, they didn't choose to be in this world. The mindset of, well, you can't do it because you chose to be a mother, or you are a mother, however you got there. But it doesn't work, and it's not going to be helpful even for your children, because sometimes people wait, okay, I'm going to wait till they're in college, I'm going to wait till they're whatever graduated, I'm going to wait till they have a stable. All this waiting and waiting and waiting, you don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. Like, I don't want to scare you, but you are really assuming that you're going to be here tomorrow. After this year that we just had,
yes,
like, oh, it's going to be fine, I'll do it tomorrow. No, just start. Start with what you have, start with where you are right now, and don't look at all the limitations, but look at the possibilities. So yeah.
I like that. I like that. So when I'm looking down, I'm actually writing, because that's how I develop your show notes. Don't look at the limitations. Look at the possibilities.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to put that on, I'm going to have Trudy to put that, and then under your name, because that's what I do. If you check out my page, you'll see some things that stand out to me. I'll put what they said and put their name under it when I'm showcasing them. So it's going to say, don't look at the limitations, look at the possibilities. Roxana Blair. I like that. That's true. Because the possibilities can outweigh the limitations. You just have to, it's just one day at a time, and you just have to do it. You have to do it.
Start. If you don't start, nobody's gonna force you. But then later, don't regret, because that's the thing. You don't start, and then you're gonna like, oh yeah, but I couldn't, and then you're gonna, oh, I wish, I would have, I should have. Don't live with regrets. You can just start. Even if you fail, you can start over. If you can try it again, or you can start then and just do something, but start, because you do not have to like limit yourself so much just because you're a mother, just because you're busy, just because you have a full-time job. It doesn't really need to be that hard, but it's only going to be as hard as you make it.
We all have words of affirmation that empowers us. What words of affirmation would you like to share with the listeners? And you said you are more than enough.
Yes, because I think a lot of times as mothers, you think, okay, well, your child can accomplish everything. You always try to train, most mothers, they always try to train their children and really say, yeah, you can do what you want. You can become what you want. You can become like, but you bring their dreams to life. But when it comes to themselves, it's like, I don't know, I need to study for this, or I need to wait for that. Why is it that for your children, you see like the whole world is full of opportunities,
That's
but then
true.
for yourself, you're like, you're not there yet. Start with, okay, I'm more than enough. I can do, you have brought to life a human being. So why don't you start from there? So some women are like, yeah, but I don't have anything that I'm good at. Really? Start with what you've already accomplished in this life. You have put on this world a
Your
human being.
child. Yeah.
It's
Wow.
not just like your
Yeah,
child
they
is
don't
still.
look at that.
Yeah.
Being a parent. Yeah, a lot of people diminish that, and they say, "Well, I'm not a leader." You're
What?
a parent.
You
That's
can be a
leadership
leader.
1-on-1.
Your child is still alive and well and kicking. So, I mean, that is something to be proud of. And then learn from the lessons that you are also teaching your children. Your children see you as like, you're the best mom in the world. But you now have to train yourself to see yourself like that. That, oh, wait, I am enough. Oh, wait, I did do this. I did do that. I did. So start to really make lists, make notes of all the things that you have accomplished. And then you'll see, oh, yes, I am enough. Oh, I can do this. I can do this. Instead of thinking, oh, depressing yourself.
I like that. I like that. I like that. You are more than enough. I like that. Roxana, you have all the way from the UK. What time is it?
It's now 10:42 p.m. here.
Okay. And it's 6:42 p.m. here.
Yeah.
So it's 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna get used to that. I don't know. Look, it's only gonna be 7 days. It's gonna take me 2 weeks to get back.
Oh, jet lag.
Yes. But I thank you so much, all the way from the UK, my first guest from the UK, and your knowledge is just impeccable. I appreciate you and what you do for mothers, and the fact that you are strong with the population that you serve. You said it's mothers, and then you went in to say why. So I do like that you're focused, you're laser focused, and you are out here, and you're not focusing on finances with them when it comes to money. You're really focusing on more of the quantity of what they bring. I love it.
Definitely. That is so important. Thank you for having me. It was really good to talk to you.
You are making a difference. That's what my after school program is called, Just Start Youth Making a Difference, Joy. And you are definitely making a difference. And are you helping people in the UK or all over?
Right now, I've helped also in Amsterdam, because I didn't know, like, my previous audience was still looking at what I was doing. But, then I got clients from there. And then now the people that I work with are mainly women in the UK. And then I've had one lady, she's from Florida.
So, okay. That's where I'm at.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
It's mainly the people who follow me.
And they reach out to you.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a blessing. That's a gift.
Yes.
That's a gift. All right, Roxana. So I always say, no more excuses. Y'all know what y'all need to do. Y'all better go out there and wake up.
And start now. The time is now.
I love it. Thank you for listening to No More Excuses, Wake Up. If you love the show, please subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes or Spotify. To learn more about me and my different agencies and what I do, go to StenellMyersEnterprises.com. While you're there, check out Money Therapy Institute and watch my video where you will see me doing a little acting, showing you how I fought and kicked down closed doors. You can also click on Stenell the Money Therapist and get my free budget spreadsheet. And of course, you can email me at contact@StenellTheMoneyTherapist.com. I'm also on social media on Facebook at Stenell the Money Therapist and Instagram at Stenell the Money Therapist. No more excuses. Y'all know what y'all need to do. Wake up.